Ladies and gentlemen, after weeks of publicizing information telling people that the 57K retest would be the bottom, and after weeks of actually calling for 57K while Bitcoin was back in the 70K region a month or two ago, we finally come downwards to 57K. We found the platform for a bottom, and we've sprung upwards massively to the upside now. On the doorstep of new all-time highs for Bitcoin, we're at 72,000, which is obviously very close to the $73,000 all-time high. And now the question is, well, will Bitcoin actually break those all-time highs, and when will that occur? How is Bitcoin looking? Is this pump healthy? These are all the questions we're going to be asking and answering today. So ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the content today, let's check out the VIP group on Telegram. We've got our Telegram VIP. We trade altcoins 4 to 5 times a week on VIP. 77.51% win rate over the course of 18 months of trading. Very good track record there. All posted publicly. We've got nothing to be ashamed about, nothing to hide with that track record. So check it out there. It's all public, and the information is down below in the bio. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the content here today. I'm going to start with a fresh Bitcoin chart. We're going to start with the medium-term, short-term price action because that's what people are interested in right now. Fresh chart. Let's go from ground zero, I should say, and build it up and show you exactly what's important here and my conclusions with the Bitcoin chart. Let's do it. So the key levels. First and foremost, $57,000. That is a key level. We're marking it in red. We will discuss that level more extensively towards the end of the video, and we've already done so multiple times in the last couple of weeks. I'm sure you're aware of it by now, but we're going to recap as well. Another key level is 61.3K. Let's just say 61K for the sake of the short-term charts. It's the bottom of the current range. As you can see, we found a bottom on 61K multiple times on a rough basis. It is also the monthly candle all-time high from a 2021 bull market. So it's a reflection of a prior critical level coming through on these short-term charts. Another key level we have is 67K. That was our kind of mid-range level, around 67K. Let's just say a 67.2. We can zoom in and actually see the importance of that level. It was our mid-range level, as you can see, on the way back upwards from 57, where we bounced right here. We found 57K as resistance multiple times. It formed the neckline of a inverted head and shoulders pattern, which is something we discussed very extensively in this video right here. I posted 3 days ago. You can see it in the thumbnail. So yeah, we've broken that head and shoulders pattern, and the break of the head and shoulders pattern has led to a very bullish move to the upside. The target for that head and shoulders pattern was in, I believe, just below 80,000, 78,000. So that's something to consider and look out for over the next couple of weeks, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll get into the short-term analysis a bit more before we discuss the targets. Another key level, flicking back to the daily chart, will be something we're going to discuss very heavily in this video, and that level actually sits right where Bitcoin found its peak on this recent move, or near it at least. You could say it's around here at 71.3K, even up to around 71.6K, somewhere in that vague price region. Is a very critical resistance level, and even 72K. We're going to actually go ahead and draw in a rectangle in that vague price region from 72K to around 71.2K. It's not an exact level, but there's many important things on that in that price region, not only on the Bitcoin chart, but also on the Ethereum charts as well. We'll discuss that in a second. And then our final critical level is, of course, the all-time high on Bitcoin, which currently sits at around 73.7K. All right, so those are the critical levels I'm looking at. Now, there's diagonal levels as well, and we'll get into those right now. So, for example, one of our very major diagonal levels, we'll start by drawing them in the 4-hourly chart. Well, look, let me put it this way. We have so many of them, and they're all very good. They're all support levels. We've got many valid. I can literally sit here for a few minutes, and I could draw in many different kind of diagonal lines, which are all acting as pretty major support levels right now for Bitcoin. I'll draw in a few for you right now. We've got these two right here, all valid, all with more than 3 retests. We've got another one over here. It's really great stuff across the board. You can even say this one right here is a diagonal line retested from that downside wick. So we've got basically 4, probably more if I spent more time in the charts, separate, very major diagonal support lines. We've also got the neckline at 73K acting as support as well, which we just broke, and it would not be criminal to come back down and retest that for support after a neckline break. That is pretty common, pretty typical, and not to mention all the other support zones we have, like bull market support band, Gaussian channel, volume profile, volume profile POC down in that 57K region. We've got a lot. The fact of the matter is Bitcoin has moved upwards very strongly from that neckline of that inverted head and shoulders pattern. It's broken that move. It's broken that neckline. It's come right upwards to its next major resistance zone, which was this 71.2K. Let's just say 72, let's just coin it the 72K region, okay? Because that's what it is. That's the major level that we kind of tested here. And there's a very good reason for us finding resistance on that 72K region. If we zoom back to prior price action on Bitcoin, you can see very clearly that 72K is a level that and this whole red box really, it's a level we came up, we rejected from the top of it, we came down, we bounced off the bottom of it, we came upwards again, we dropped below it, we came down, we flipped it for resistance. You can see even in this few day period, right, this period that lasted 3 to 4 days back here, you can see many times we interacted with both the top and the bottom of this kind of range-bound resistance and support zone. Rejection, support, come back down, reject again, go downwards, and even moving across to later price action later in the month of March. You can see on multiple occasions here, rejection, going back downwards, getting back above it, flipping it briefly, coming down, rejecting from it on multiple occasions, and then finally rejecting from it before going downwards to that 57K correction, which was obviously predicted on this YouTube channel. But the fact of the matter is that red box in the screen right now between 71, let me delete all these lines here and get a clear chart, between 71.2 and 72 is the major level, very clearly identified by our first couple of months in this range, or our first month in this range, I should say. And it's a major level that is still sticking around, as shown by us finding it for resistance. And it's not only a Bitcoin level, okay? You go to the Ethereum chart, and you see Ethereum has a very major level. Again, Ethereum, very similar to Bitcoin, breaking out of a major structure. In Bitcoin's case, that major structure was the inverted head and shoulders pattern, which we discussed just then. In Ethereum's case, it was a long-term, right, a two and a half month long descending wedge formation, or maybe even a channel, depending on how you draw it, that we broke to the upside. And just coincidentally, it's not a coincidence, I just say that ironically, I guess, we've come upwards and we've found a resistance level, the relative level, right? The 3,700 on Ethereum is the relative level to Bitcoin's 72K, all right? All the times we tested 3,700 on Ethereum, we also tested this 72K level on Bitcoin. So it's the relative level, right, between charts. And Ethereum is also finding that level as resistance right now. So all the charts are connected, and they've all connected and lined up perfectly to this one level at 72K. Now, let me just say before I kind of leave any more doubt in your mind, I expect this level to break. Okay, I expect this level to break. Do we reject downwards before we see the break? Sure, we can certainly do that. I don't see any reason why that couldn't be the case. We've actually already seen an evening star candlestick formation with a strong green candle, followed by a bearish doji candle, followed by a bearish candle, and then a rejection on this most recent 4-hourly candle as well from the bottom of that resistance zone. I see no reason at all. It would not damage the Bitcoin structure at all if Bitcoin went downwards and tested some of these lower lines, even down to 67.3K. It would not be a problem at all. Honestly, it could even go down to this lower yellow line here. The fact of the matter is Bitcoin has a lot of breathing room right now. It has plenty of breathing room. And I fully expect this level at 72K to break eventually. I don't expect that breakout I do expect that breakout to occur, and I expect it to occur within the next week or so. I don't expect any correction we see from here to be extensive, but it certainly can occur. And even if it is extensive, it's not detrimental so long as we stay above the critical levels. Why am I so confident that this move to the upside will occur? Well, it's just very simple to me. By the way, as well, I should probably mention, the level we're finding for resistance right now is also a weekly candle level. You can see very clearly that the highest ever weekly candle close Bitcoin saw was at this 71.2K region. That's where we're finding resistance right now. Let me carry on with what I was saying. Why am I so confident that Bitcoin will eventually break this level? Well, it's very clear, and I spoke about it in many videos before. I fully believe that the correction we just saw down to 57K was absolutely a cyclical norm, and it was absolutely optimal, right? It was not a dangerous correction at all. It was predicted by me. I predicted it being a macro bull. I think that was an optimal correction. We've got a 13 years long ascending support line, which we perfectly retested a 13-year long ascending support line on that correction to 57K. It was literally phenomenal, okay? Perfect touch. On top of that, you also see a very bullish, everyone was talking about these bearish candles on the 2-month chart. Look, we saw a very bullish candle right here on that bottom, very bullish weekly candle, and we've seen a very bullish weekly engulfing candle due to that bounce. That bounce also occurred on top of it being on the 13-year long support line. It also occurred on the bull market support band. It also occurred on a very major volume profile level at 57K, being a horizontal level within itself. It also occurred on the pi cycle center lines, okay, in green and yellow on the screen right now, okay, which have been absolutely critical in prior bull markets, acting as a base for Bitcoin. And so long as we've been above those lines in prior bull markets, we have been in a parabolic rally. So there is no reason in my mind to doubt Bitcoin's, I guess, bull run legitimacy until we were to drop below 57K. And that never occurred. So for me, this was a perfect macro correction. And given the fact that we've seen a perfect macro correction, and we've seen very, very strong bullish price action after that perfect macro correction, I also see no reason to believe that this is a fake out. I see no reason to believe that this is a trap. To me, this is a perfectly healthy move on Bitcoin, and I'll be keeping you guys very closely updated in future videos. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin dominance, because Bitcoin dominance has actually taken a massive dive during this Bitcoin pump, which could be indicative of an altcoin season perhaps beginning now. So that's interesting, because we discussed that a few days ago, and that's not really what looked like what was happening. I might wait a few more days to make that video just to get more confirmation, but we'll wait and see. But fact of the matter is, we've seen very interesting things happen there on Bitcoin dominance, so we have to discuss it soon. So expect a video either tomorrow or the next few days. Maybe I'll wait a bit more to get more confirmation, but we'll wait and see there. Point is, Bitcoin's seen a very bullish move. Crypto in general is very healthy right now. And at this point in time, there's no reason to doubt a bull market. And we're already in one. What I mean is there's no reason to doubt a continuation of the current bull market. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed. Again, go ahead and check out the VIP group on Telegram. If you've done that already, check out the Bitcoin exchange. This is a new exchange I'm advertising on this YouTube channel. It's global, non-KYC. You can sign up from anywhere in the world with just an email address and a password. It takes literally 20, 30, 40 seconds to sign up. You can do so with my referral link down below to get exclusive rewards and discounts on that exchange, and also help the channel massively. You can literally get 5,000 USD in rewards by using my referral links down below to sign up to this exchange. It's not something you want to miss. Alternatively, if you don't like that exchange, BitGet and BingX are also advertised with my links down below. Take your pick, they're all there. And then finally, the Crypto Academy's Become a Trader 10-unit course is on sale right now to celebrate the bull market. If you want to learn how to trade, you can check that out. All the information is on the website. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.